Have you ever taken a good look around your home and realized it's filled with memories that span years or even decades? Some things are useful, some are precious, and others are simply objects that have quietly accumulated, taking up space, gathering dust in corners, hiding away in drawers, or stacked high in the garage. It's easy to overlook these items, but at some point, the weight of clutter starts to feel overwhelming. If you're anything like me, the thought of sorting through it all can feel like a daunting task. Where do you even begin? What do you keep? What should you let go of? And what if letting go of something feels like you're also letting go of a piece of yourself? These are natural feelings to have, but what if I told you that decluttering doesn't have to be a cold, emotionless task of tossing things away? What if, instead, it could be an act of love? Love for your home, love for your well-being, and love for the life you're living right now. Letting go of things doesn't have to feel like a loss. It's about making space. Space for clarity, space for comfort, space for the things that truly bring you joy. As we accumulate more things, we can sometimes forget the importance of having space to breathe, think, and just live. Decluttering, when done with intention, creates room not just in your home, but also in your mind and heart. It opens up your space to welcome the future, to create an environment that supports who you are today. In this guide, I want to gently walk you through 10 thoughtful and often hidden ways to create more storage space in your home. But these aren't just organizing tips. These are steps toward a simpler, more peaceful way of living. These are habits that can help you enjoy your home without feeling overwhelmed by it. Whether you're downsizing, preparing for retirement, or simply want to declutter and feel lighter in your space, this guide is here to help you take small steps toward transforming your environment. It's about more than just getting rid of things. It's about intentionally creating room for the life you want. So grab a cup of tea, settle into your favorite chair, and let's take this journey together, step by step, at your own pace, with kindness, patience, and maybe even a little laughter along the way. 1. Imagine you're moving, but with kindness. Let's begin with a simple exercise. Imagine that you're about to move into a smaller, more peaceful home. Picture it, a cozy cottage by the lake perhaps, or a sunlit apartment close to your grandchildren. Can you feel the calm, the tranquility of a fresh start? Now, walk through your current home, but this time, do so with that new perspective in mind. Take a good look around at the items you've accumulated over the years. Things like the old coffee maker that hasn't worked in ages, the 5 sets of baking pans that are rarely used, or those scarves you never wear anymore. Now, ask yourself, would I take this with me to my new, simpler life? This exercise isn't about pretending you're really moving, it's about seeing your space with fresh eyes, with a new perspective. Often, we keep things simply because they've been around for so long. We don't stop to ask ourselves if they still serve us, if they still bring us joy. The truth is, holding on to things that no longer reflect who we are today can weigh us down, both physically and emotionally. When we start looking at our belongings through the lens of kindness, it becomes clear that it's not about guilt or being wasteful. It's about respecting yourself, your space, and honoring what truly matters in your life right now. And sometimes that means letting go. 2. Look up. Harness the power of vertical space. Ever feel like your home is just bursting at the seams? Like there's no more room to store anything? Well, here's a trick. Look up. That's right. Look at your walls, the corners, and even the backs of doors. So many of us forget that vertical space can be a goldmine when it comes to storage. It's one of the most overlooked areas in our homes, and yet it can hold so much without making your rooms feel crowded or messy. You don't need expensive renovations or fancy new furniture. Sometimes, all it takes is a shelf above a doorway, hooks near the back door, or a magnetic strip in the kitchen to hold your spices or knives. A retired nurse from New York, Courtney, shared how she doubled her kitchen storage by simply using hooks under her cabinets to hang mugs and adding floating shelves for her spices. She didn't need to buy a new set of cabinets. She just used what was already there, but in a smarter way. The beauty of vertical storage is that it keeps your floors clear, reducing tripping hazards and creating more room to breathe. This is especially important as we age and our homes need to be not only practical but safe and comfortable. It's a simple change that can make a big difference. 3. The one in, one out rule. One of the best habits you can adopt to keep your home from getting overwhelmed again after decluttering is the one in, one out rule. Here's how it works. Every time you bring something new into your home, whether it's a new blouse, a kitchen gadget, or even a pair of shoes, you commit to letting go of something old. It sounds simple, and it is, but don't let the simplicity fool you. This small practice can make a huge difference over time. The beauty of this habit is that it creates balance in your home and your life. It forces you to pause before bringing something new into your space to really ask yourself, do I need this? And if I do, what can I let go of in exchange? Over time, this simple habit will not only keep your space tidy, but also help you become more mindful about what you bring into your life, whether it's material things or emotional baggage. 4. Bless your entryway. Create a peaceful transition zone. Now, think about the first place you walk into when you come home. What's that entryway like? Is it a chaotic, cluttered space with shoes piled up, mail scattered everywhere, and coats and bags thrown in every direction? This area is often the most stressful part of the home because it sets the tone for the rest of the house. But it doesn't have to be this way. With a few simple changes, you can create a peaceful transition zone that welcomes you home instead of stressing you out. A bench with baskets underneath can hold shoes. Wall hooks can carry coats, hats, and bags. A small tray or bowl by the door can keep your keys and sunglasses neatly in one place. It's all about making that first moment of coming home feel calming, organized, and welcoming. Trust me, when you come through the door to a tidy entryway, it will change the way you feel about the rest of your home. 5. Clear bins for a clear mind. Here's a simple but powerful truth. We can't use what we can't see. Clutter isn't always a pile of junk. Sometimes it's just things we've forgotten about, buried deep in bins or hidden in drawers. That's why clear storage bins are such a game changer. When you can actually see what you own, it brings instant clarity and eliminates the need to guess or dig through everything. You'll be able to identify items you no longer need, and it will save you time by preventing you from buying duplicates of things you already have. Clear bins are especially helpful in places like the pantry, garage, or deep closets. By using clear bins, you make your storage space more efficient and organized, and you're able to use vertical space more effectively. Plus, being able to see everything in its place is incredibly calming. It helps reduce mental clutter as well, making your home feel lighter and more manageable. 6. Repurpose what you already have. Before you go out and buy new storage containers or furniture, take a good look at what you already own. Repurposing items around your home is a simple, practical, and often creative way to solve your storage problems. Repurposing isn't just about making do with what you have, it's about transforming old items into something new and useful. An old wine rack could easily hold rolled-up towels in the bathroom, or a magazine holder could store foil, plastic wrap, or parchment paper in the kitchen. Repurposing not only saves you money, but also gives new life to things that might otherwise be discarded. This process encourages creativity and helps you see the potential in your surroundings. 7. Make decluttering a routine. One of the most common mistakes people make is waiting until their home is overwhelmed with clutter before taking action. By that point, the task seems too large, and the idea of sorting through it all feels like an insurmountable challenge. This is where the power of a routine comes in. Decluttering doesn't need to be a massive one-time event. It works best when it's woven into the fabric of your daily or weekly routine. The key to effective decluttering is starting small and building momentum. Begin with just 10 minutes a day. You'd be amazed at how much you can achieve in a short burst of focused time. Start with a single drawer, a shelf, or a small corner that's been driving you crazy. Set a timer for 10 minutes and just work on that small area. No pressure, no rush, just steady progress. The idea is not to finish everything in one go, but to create a habit that helps you stay on top of the clutter before it builds up into an overwhelming mess. As you build this habit, consider expanding your weekly routine. Maybe once a week, dedicate 30 minutes to decluttering a larger space, such as your kitchen cabinets or the bathroom closet. By dedicating a few minutes each day or a chunk of time each week, you'll start to notice the changes add up over time. And the best part? Decluttering won't feel like such a heavy, daunting task anymore. It'll just become a natural part of your routine, and you'll start to notice your home feeling lighter, more peaceful, and more organized. This process also builds momentum. As you start seeing results, you'll feel more motivated to keep going. Each time you declutter a small area, you'll gain confidence and a sense of accomplishment, which will drive you to tackle the next space. With consistent effort, decluttering will become a regular part of your life, and before you know it, you'll have transformed your home into a calm, organized oasis. 8. Store what you use most within reach. We've all had that frustrating experience, digging through cabinets or climbing a step stool just to reach something we use every single day. Whether it's your favorite coffee mug, your go-to cooking pot, or the scissors you always need in the kitchen, having these essential items buried at the back of a shelf is not only inconvenient, but also wastes time. If you're spending energy searching for things you use daily, that energy could be better spent enjoying your space. It's time to rethink your storage strategy and make your home work for you, not against you. The goal is to store the items you use most often within easy reach. Whether it's putting your daily dishes at eye level in your kitchen or keeping your everyday medications close at hand, organizing by frequency of use can completely change how you interact with your home. Items that you use every day should be the easiest to grab, at eye level or in the first drawer you open. You should never have to hunt down your favorite things. The beauty of this strategy is that it makes your home more functional, safer, and more efficient. By ensuring that the most used items are accessible, you'll minimize time spent searching, reduce physical strain from bending or reaching too high, and make your home feel more intuitive. Not only does this create a sense of ease and comfort, but it also prevents the need for unnecessary clutter in areas where you don't need it. For example, your rarely used holiday decorations can go in higher cabinets, while your favorite cutting board can live right next to the stove, where it's most convenient. By placing the things you reach for regularly in a spot that is comfortable and easy to access, you create a more organized and user-friendly environment. This not only improves your daily routine, but also helps you feel more in control of your space. And who doesn't love a kitchen, bathroom, or closet that works for you instead of against you? 9. Digitize to free your space. If you're like most people, paper clutter can be one of the sneakiest and most persistent types of clutter in your home. It starts with a few bills, some receipts, and old photo albums. Over time, these small piles turn into overwhelming stacks of paper, and while you might have every intention of dealing with them, the piles keep growing, taking up precious space that could be used for something else. But here's the good news. There's a simple solution that will free up a ton of physical space and help you regain control of your home: digitizing. Digitizing is one of the most effective ways to preserve your memories and important documents while eliminating physical clutter. With the rise of smartphone apps like Google Drive, Adobe Scan, or Cam Scanner, scanning documents has never been easier. You can use these apps to scan your important papers, receipts, old photos, and even sentimental items like greeting cards, kids' artwork, or handwritten letters. Once scanned, these items can be stored in organized digital folders, whether on your computer or in cloud storage like Dropbox or Google Drive. What's even better, once you've digitized these documents, you no longer need to keep the physical copies taking up space in your home. Instead of storing boxes of old tax returns, you can store them safely and securely in a digital folder, easily accessible whenever you need them. The same goes for your photos, keeping cherished memories safe without the need for bulky photo albums taking up precious shelf space. This process also helps you keep your most important documents safe. By storing them digitally, you can back them up to multiple locations, ensuring they're protected from loss due to fire, flooding, or other unexpected events. Digitizing helps you create space not just in your home, but in your mind, giving you peace of mind, knowing your most important memories and documents are organized, safe, and accessible. 10. Declutter with a friend or join a challenge. Let's be honest, decluttering can feel like a heavy emotional task, physically, mentally, and emotionally. The idea of going through years' worth of accumulated items can feel overwhelming. Many people struggle with the guilt of letting go of things they've had for years, or the stress of deciding what to keep and what to discard. That's why it's always easier when you have someone to help. The truth is, decluttering doesn't have to be a lonely or burdensome task. In fact, it can be an enjoyable and rewarding experience if you have a friend or loved one by your side. Invite a friend or family member to help you declutter. Not only can they provide a fresh perspective on what to keep, but their support will help make the entire process feel lighter. You can share stories, laugh over old photos, and reminisce over the memories attached to each item. Having someone with you can also keep you on track, helping you make quick decisions and avoid the temptation to hold on to things out of guilt or sentimentality. And sometimes, all you need is someone to remind you, you don't need this anymore, let it go. If you can't find someone in person, consider joining a decluttering challenge or community. There are so many decluttering challenges out there that offer structure, accountability, and even a little fun. One of the most popular is the 30-day minimalism game. The challenge is simple. On day 1, you get rid of 1 item. On day 2, 2 items. On day 3, 3 items. And so on. By the end of the month, you'll have decluttered almost 500 items. It's a fantastic way to make progress without feeling overwhelmed. Another great challenge is the 12-12-12 challenge, where you find 12 items to throw away, 12 items to donate, and 12 items to return to their proper place. This quick challenge makes it easy to see results right away and helps you tackle clutter from every angle. And if you prefer to work room by room, the 1 room a day method can also be effective. You spend 1 day focusing entirely on decluttering 1 room, and the next day you move on to the next space. By joining a challenge or working with a friend, you'll find that decluttering becomes less about the physical task and more about the journey. It's about letting go of things that no longer serve you and making space for what truly matters in your life. The shared experience can help you stay motivated and bring a sense of accomplishment as you check off your decluttering milestones. So, grab a friend, find a community, and start your decluttering challenge today. Together, you'll make it through, not only with a decluttered home, but with a greater sense of connection and joy in the process. If this guide has inspired you to begin your own decluttering journey, I encourage you to take that first step today. It might feel like a big task, but remember, the hardest part is always the first step. You don't have to do it all at once. The key is to start small, but just start. Whether it's setting aside 10 minutes to tackle 1 drawer or making a commitment to sort through 1 small corner of your home, taking that first step is what will set you on the path to transformation. Every journey begins with a single action, and with each item you let go of, you'll feel lighter, more in control, and more connected to the space around you. As you begin to see the progress you're making, no matter how small, you'll gain momentum, and decluttering will become not just a task, but a habit that will bring long-term rewards. Your space and your life will thank you in ways you may not even realize right now. As you make room in your home, you'll also make room in your mind and heart. It's amazing how a cleaner, more organized environment can create clarity and peace in other areas of your life. The act of letting go is not just about decluttering your physical space. It's about making room for new opportunities, fresh ideas, and a more intentional way of living. Don't wait for the perfect time to start. There's no need to wait until everything is in the right place or until you're ready to tackle the bigger projects. The truth is, you're already ready. Every little step you take is progress, and with each moment, you'll feel a sense of accomplishment that will drive you forward. Think of each item you let go of as making space for something new. Whether it's a feeling of peace, a renewed sense of clarity, or simply the joy of having a space that truly reflects who you are today. So, grab a trash bag, set a timer for 10 minutes, and begin. Start with one small area. Maybe it's a drawer, a shelf, or even just your entryway. You'll be amazed at how much lighter you feel, even after completing something small. And remember, this is your journey. It's about progress, not perfection. You don't have to do everything in one day. Just keep going, and soon you'll realize how much your space and your life has transformed, one small step at a time. Let this be the moment you take charge of your space. Let go of what no longer serves you and make room for the things that bring you joy, clarity, and peace. Take that first step today. You'll be glad you did.